Hello, Taurus. Taurus, thank you for your patience. Um, my life doesn't always go as planned, so thank you for your patience as I get these November readings out. Thank you for sticking with me. I pulled these oracle cards like a month ago. I wanted to do a Venus in retrograde reading, but you know, the road to hell is paved with the best intentions, so I didn't end up doing that reading, but I thought I'd save it. And for me, retrogrades are about reviews, like kind of like a pop quiz study type of thing for our soul lessons, right? So let's see if we have learned anything during this Venus retrograde. We have romance. Ooh. It says, lavish the one you love with your personal attention and affection. So if you do have a special someone, make sure to pay them extra attention. And I feel like it's going to come back tenfold, right? So whatever effort you put into your partner, they're going to reciprocate that. If you have a crush on someone, then flirt, baby. If you are in a stale, marriage, then try to spark it up with a little bit of romance. Romance doesn't mean, red lingerie and all that stuff. It can mean like just having fun and finding a way to get those butterflies again, right? We have coming to life. It's upside down. It's reversed. So whenever it is upright, it's about like sprouting. I'm going to actually read from the book. I usually don't, but I said a stale marriage and needing to inject this romance. So maybe there has been some stagnancy. Maybe there has been some, like a drought, like a dry spell. But coming to life reverse says, the coming to life card is a gentle reminder to get out of your own way, to let go and let spirit lead. New life is unstable in the beginning and needs gentle care. Farmers don't go into their fields and pull up the shoots of plants to see how they're doing. They know that everything has its own cycle of growth. Let nature take its course. Find other things to focus on right now. Simplicity and small steps are the order of the day. When the time is right, you will see the miracle. Okay. And then we have strength. You could be dealing with a Leo, but this is a card, whenever it's reversed, it can be about pride. It can, of course it's like strength and weakness. I feel like maybe you might have experienced so much, you might have gone through so much that you're a little tired. I'm feeling a really tired, like lazy lion energy from this, right? It's like, he's just chilling, getting his head pet. But I feel like, perhaps he's been on, I say drought, I'm thinking of like, in the Jungle Book, not the Disney one. Well, the new Disney one is kind of like this, but in the actual, like, book, the Jungle Book, it talks about how there's a drought. I was talking about a drought right here, a drought with this romance, a drought with coming to life. But there's a drought across the jungle, and so all the animals agree that, there's one source of water. So there's this big drought, all of the animals are short on water, and so they make this pact with each other that the only water source, this only watering hole, is free for everyone, and they make an agreement that no other animal will hunt another animal during that time. So, I'm feeling like you have been in this drought, and maybe there is a perhaps scarcity of resources, scarcity of perhaps the attention you're able to lavish on your loved one, right? So maybe there's this drought because there's like this lack of energy, this lazy lion energy. But it's, I'm feeling like a struggle for resources somehow. And so, again, it's made you just tired and weary. And perhaps there's some sort of agreement to like lay down your swords with someone while you build up your energy, build up your stamina, build up your endurance. Okay, I've never gotten that message for strength before, Taurus, so thank you for something new, right? Of course, I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe, but what would really help me during this shuffle is for you guys to send good vibes. Send good prayers, intentions, thoughts, however you call it. Good vibes to me, good vibes to the rest of the community. We can all get on a good frequency. Spirit, 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 please surround me with the warm, white, loving light of God and with God-given guidance for the highest good of all, for Taurus and all those who love Taurus, for Taurus and all those who love Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. If you would like to participate and win this deck, this Morgan-GREER Tarot deck, then follow the rules in the description box below. That contest is still going on. And soon I will be giving away another deck because I'm almost at 2,000. But you know what? It's actually my own fault because I haven't been as consistent as I know I need to be. But life is getting in the way of my consistency. I won't make any other excuses. One more shuffle for Taurus and all those who love Taurus. Okay. So we start out with the World, good card, and the Eight of Wands reverse. So you may have completed something. It might be why you're so tired. And again, we have this Leo, this lion down here. So you could definitely be dealing with a Leo, but this could also just be your energy because we have the Bull. This is fixed energy, but the World is a card about achievement. It's a card about closing a cycle. And so perhaps at the end of this cycle, you are a little lazy. You are a little lethargic. Not a whole lot is going on. There is a drought because we have it crossed by the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a card about action. It's a card, sometimes it can be Cupid's arrows, fast communication, texting back and forth. But whenever it's reversed, it's like, there's no communication, there's no action, it's just kind of at a stalemate. But I think it might be a little slow for you at this time because you have just completed something, and so you're kind of letting the dust settle and processing where you are at this stage, right? And you have put in so much work to reach this achievement. Sometimes the world can mean like university, graduation. So maybe some of you are graduating. I guess we do have a semester ending soon. But this is wrapping things up. And so after you have worked so hard to reach this achievement, it's likely that you're tired. So you can't really do all this action, do all this talking, communication, and all of that because you are settling into the new you, right? So in your thoughts position, what crowns you? What's above you? We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a card about a lack of victory, an untruth, a lie, even. I'm feeling like this is like you feeling defeated. You know, perhaps you aren't able to actually see this achievement. Like your spirit guides know that you've achieved something. God knows you've achieved something, but you are having trouble recognizing it. And so I feel like what seems like defeat to you is actually a bigger achievement than you're giving yourself credit for. I'm going to get some clarifiers on that, but first let's move to your past position. Past position is the Four of Swords. So this is a happy home. This is celebrate good times. Come on. Woohoo! So you might have been coming out of a situation where it was stable. I mean, Taurans like stability, right? You guys like to have like the comforts of home. This usually shows for women who are setting up tent poles for a wedding. So this is long-term commitment, long-term stability, celebration with your friends and your family and your loved ones, and building those foundations, you know, merging these two families. Some of you could have got married. Sometimes it's a wedding card. But merging two families to make a more solid alliance, right? Back in the day, I'm thinking of the movie Marie Antoinette, but they did it, you know, for so many royal people back then, but marriage back in the day was to form alliances between two different countries. So it's like, you know, I think Marie Antoinette was from Austria, and then Louis the 14th, 16th. Sorry, I don't remember his number, but he was France. He was French, so it was an alliance formed between Austria, and France. So you might have formed alliances. I'm hearing for some of you mergers, business mergers. Maybe your company merged with each other. But in any case, this is firm foundations, a stable home life, happy home life, and this is what you're moving out of. So let's see what you have built over time in your foundation. We have the Chariot. You could be dealing with Cancer, but the Chariot is a card about moving forward. So this is work you've put in. You've had drive and ambition. You've had determination, and you have moved forward in the direction that you charged forward, right? And so perhaps this untruth that you're telling yourself, this defeat that you're telling yourself, I feel like for some of you, you feel like I should be further along than I am, right? Like, for all your hard work, for all this drive, for all this moving forward that you have done, like you've taken the reins, you've steered, you've been the captain of your own ship, right? You have worked hard to achieve your destiny, and you have reached an achievement, but I feel like some of you feel like it's not enough, right? Like you should just be further ahead. But just remember, you're always where you are supposed to be. It's hard for me to accept that sometimes, but we're always where we're supposed to be. So what's ahead of you? We have the Tower. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Gonna clarify that too. The Tower can mean good and bad. It can mean, you know, a natural disaster, sudden job loss, breakups, shakeups. You know, these people are falling out of the Tower. But it's when, you know, lightning strikes. It's a very Uranus energy. So maybe with Uranus moving into your sign, it's going to be a big shakeup, or moving into your sun, moon, or rising sign. It's going to be a big shakeup for you. It's also a Pluto energy. So if you have any connection to Scorpio, this can be an Aquarius card, it can be a Scorpio card, but this is about sudden change. And it's sudden change to, it's like resiliency. Like the trope of this card is your world gets knocked down because it wasn't built on firm foundations. I don't really like that interpretation, because I feel like even if you have built a solid house, you know, if a thunderstorm rolls through, an act of God, a natural disaster, you could have the firmest house, but it just like gets a tornado blown through it, right? But those things happen, I think, to test our resilience, to test how we can rebuild the situation. So if disaster strikes, if something comes in and, you know, knocks you off your game, then that's an opportunity to rebuild and possibly to make things better, right? Like I said, it doesn't always have to mean a bad thing. Sometimes the Tower can mean like Prince Charming asking you to marry him, right? Sometimes it can mean like a sudden job opportunity that you never expected that just rocks your world. But this is a very like sudden change, rock your world type of card, which it seems like you need, because there has been some stagnancy. There has been a drought, right? Like we were talking about. First, I want to get clarification on this Ace of Swords, please, for Taurus. You might be in a job that's like corporate 9-to-5 cubicle job, and you feel like you're not getting your like creative needs met. I also feel like maybe this is so silly. I'll just say it though. The Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Acorns, is a fire sign. So it could be an Aries, especially an Aries with the, the Emperor there. So it could be a fire sign, but it's also a card. Wands are about sex for me a lot of times. So I feel like maybe there might be someone in your job who you're turned on by, but you can't, like, you have to keep it a secret. Okay. But yes, you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. If you are dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, I would be careful because they could be a player. And if you want this stability, if you want this achievement, you will get romance, but if you want something with foundation, right? This is foundation. This is blowing you off of your foundation. So just be careful if you want commitment and monogamy and all of that. If you have a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius in your life, they might not be the most committed. You also have the star, so we have Aquarius twice. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but if you're in a job and you're not having your creative needs met, then I feel like you are wishing, but I'm hearing wishing on the wrong star. Okay. Let's see what this Tower is for Taurus and all those who love Taurus. Thank you, thank you, thank you for Taurus and all those who love Taurus, for Taurus and all those who love Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you, thank you for Taurus and all those who love Taurus. Again with the fire sign, and we also have an air sign to clarify this Aquarius energy. I think there is a sneaker around you. We see this fox. This fox is, fox has cunning, fox is stealth, and sneaky. Seven of Swords is a sneaky card. And the Queen of Wands, Queen of Acorns, again, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, whenever she's reversed. This is someone who is kind of a gossip. Someone who is, they have a bad reputation, and they kind of try to, because they have a bad reputation, it's like they try to besmirch others' bad reputation. So be careful. You could also this could be a coworker or a friend, but there might be a fire sign around you. Oh, we have Leo too, but a fire sign around you who, watch yourself with, there could be gossip. There could be, someone who is promising you things and, not following through. And we have this Ace of Swords. We have this Seven of Swords. I don't like that. So, for those of you who have perfectly loving and committed fire signs in your life, then this isn't for you. But a warning to those who this is for, because I'm feeling that. Okay, so I started a Patreon account. That's why one of the reasons these videos are so late. And I will continue an extended reading on my Patreon account, I might do the whole Vimeo thing later, but for now, I want to build up that Patreon. If you would like a personal reading, check out my Etsy page. Both my Patreon and my Etsy are listed in the description box below. I will be offering 2019 readings on my Etsy page soon, and I'm going to try to get them out as soon as possible. But I love you very much, Taurus, and I will see you next time.